Hello guys, you are so welcome to this new YouTube channel from For Profit Uganda. If you're here for the first time, I'm called Efrans. In today's video, I'm going to share with you the 5 tips of how to care for your tender growing crops in such a hot season. See you there. We have entered our hot season in my country, Uganda. Our average high temperature is 24 degrees Celsius to 33 degrees Celsius and 75 degrees Fahrenheit to 91 degrees Fahrenheit. If you are growing in hot season too, here are some of the tips to help your garden thrive throughout this hot season. My number one tip on how to protect the tender growing crops from too much heat is adding mulch. And these are the banana stems that we are going to use to mulch, as well as protecting our tender growing vegetables from protecting them from too much sunshine. This is how we do it. We unwrap the banana stem, and after unwrapping it, we use it to protect our crops from too much heat. We use it for mulching as well as making a shade for the crops. You can use any kind of material to add mulch to your crops. You can use elephant grass when it is dry. You can use coffee hussks to add mulch to your garden. So these small pieces are going to act as mulching materials, and then the big ones will act as covering shades for the plants. Such tender growing plants, and these are flowers, they need shade so that they can come out very well. We have to protect them from the too much heat, and during this process we have to leave where the plant will get enough light, as well as protecting it from too much heat. This is how our tender growing flowers will look like after being protected from too much heat. Here the plant or the crop will grow normally without being affected. Look at these young tender growing cucumbers. They need protection from too much heat. A thick layer of mulch, at least 4 to 6 inches, insulates the roots from heat and cold and helps to keep the soil moist. So this is how we do it. We use the cut off the small pieces cut from the banana stem, and we use it to mulch our crops. Remember, this banana stems contains water, so it is multi-purpose. It protects the crop, the growing crop, from too much heat, as well as supplying the plant with water, because the whole of it is full of water. So at the end of that day, these banana stem cuttings will keep the soil moist. So after mulching This is how the tender growing cucumber look like. There is no way the heat will affect these growing crops, and we are going to add some protection on top. But remember, we have to leave enough light. So after mulching, after adding the cut off pieces of the banana, my tip number 2 on how to protect our crops from too much sunshine is to water deeply. Water slowly and deeply at the base of the plant to encourage the roots to grow deeper. One of the biggest threats to your plants during the hot months is lack of water. Plants lose water through their leaves and soil surfaces dry out quickly, leaving the shallow roots thirsty. So let's always water our plants in such hot season deeply. Tip number 3 is move container plants or any movable gardens from the too much sunshine under the shade. If you have movable gardens like containers, polythene bags, move them around to the shade areas as needed. This will help them to be protected from the too much heat. So movable gardens can be shifted from one area to another as a way of protecting them from too much heat. Fellow gardeners, during this season, since we have to farm throughout the year, let's learn the tips so that our gardens can thrive throughout the hot seasons. Tip number 4 is to keep your soil healthy. Make sure you have key nutrients in the soil that give your plants what they need and help them recover from heat faster. Start with high quality soil. With every change of the season, add a layer of composite and organic fertilizer to keep your plants resilient to heat. Remember, health soils equals healthy plants. Let's always endeavor to keep our soils healthy so that our plants beat hot seasons, they remain healthy. Because you look at that tender growing pomegranate, it is healthy because the soils are healthy. Give your plants healthy soils, they will survive even during the hot seasons. Tip number 5 is to water in the morning. Water early in the morning, the better. And avoid watering in full sun when the water will evaporate. It is always advisable that watering our crops should be done very early in the morning. Reason being, these plants will be still retaining the morning dew. And when you water in the full sun, evaporation will take place and your crops will not benefit. Amidst the hot seasons, our garden should still thrive, following the above-mentioned tips. Let's grow together, let's farm together, let's increase on food production together, be it hot seasons or not. Thank you so much for watching this video up to the end. If you found it interesting, kindly share it with your friend, with your fellow gardener, so that we can farm throughout the year. Whether it is a hot season or not, we need farm, we need food on the table. See you another time. A lot more is still coming. Bye bye.